God, we're pumping. This is nice. Anyway, I'll let the screen finish. Hello, everybody. There's only 10 seconds. Welcome. Oh, wow, it's the internet is up in the background. I was going to show that one first of all. Anyway, there we go. Cool. My alerts have literally just gone off. So welcome everyone. How is everyone doing? We actually have some price action for when I am live. This is why I timed it for now, because there is likely to be some price action. So yes, welcome everybody. Who do we have in here quickly? Make sure you hit the like button before we start, and that means that I can actually get to the content quicker and the important stuff quicker, so I don't have to keep asking everyone to like the like button or to hit the like button. Evox, David, Alan, QWERTY, Elias, I like QWERTY, that's the keyboard, nice. Jen SV, The Real Crypto Talk, Peas in the House, Thomas, Money, Craig, Heisenberg, and everyone who I have not yet said hello to, because that's all the comments that I can see right now. Welcome everyone. So I've just had an alert go on here on ETH/USDT. So, oh right, yeah, we've hit the daily level. So I was looking for this as a potential short earlier on when we were doing the trading room, looking at a break through this little region here and into that daily. This is all happening very, very soon, very, very quickly. So yeah, I mean, this was kind of identified as a potential scalp short, but we will see how, how this goes. So we have roughly 25 minutes until the main news stuff comes out. Now, this is just something I wanted to quickly go over before I do any TA stuff. So I see a question from QWERTY asking, how do I get the fastest information about the interest rate? So you can use either of these. You've got Cryptocraft, which just shows you the important stuff for crypto, so cryptocraft.com, or Forex Factory, which is also really nice. That gives you a more detailed calendar of all different currencies and stuff going on. But this Cryptocraft one is pretty good because it's just showing you the important stuff for today, and we can see that at 7 p.m. is when we are going to get the data, and then you can just literally click refresh, and then it will show you as the data comes through. So we are expecting a 75 basis points hike, which will take you from 2.5% federal funds rate to a 3.25 funds rate. Now, that is quite a steep curve, and that takes us above previous highs. Technical, yeah, takes us above previous highs, and broken a trend line, I would imagine, from this high, and this high. So you are breaking your 2019 highs today. That is guaranteed, and it's going to set the interest rates, the federal interest rates, somewhere around that 3.25 region is what is expected. Now, there has been rumors about this being 100 basis points hike, which would take you to 3.5. If that happens, I'd expect a dump. So I would expect a dump off of this if we do get the 100 basis points hike, because I just think that's, we'll see. If it's 3.75 or 3.25, then it will be volatility, but I don't know really what direction, and it's not going to be a 0.5. If it is, then send all markets, I guess. I don't really know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But that is where I get my information from. Again, as we're here, if there is anyone that is new to the channel, please do go check out tauruscrypto.com. That is where you can find out more information about our community. So if there is anybody seeing this stream for the first time, please do. And I can see on my phone right now, so if anyone is going to check out tauruscrypto.com, there you go. Look, I see someone's already just visited the site. So you do check out tauruscrypto.com, and then you can find out more information about our community and how to join the crew and all of those kind of things. But that out the way, that's only saying that because we were already there. Let's have a look at the charts. So I was looking at a potential situation. We had a change of market structure earlier. I've been waiting for this to hit here. This is what I really wanted to see happen earlier on. I wanted price to come into this red box at basically exactly 7 o'clock. It doesn't look like we're going to get there, but the fact that we are moving up into this, you've got a daily level and you've got your previous day high. There's a couple of levels above that we can be monitoring. We did have a brief change of market structure earlier. That gave a potential short opportunity to take things down here, but I didn't take it because I still think we're going to pump into the news. And then we're going to get the volatility that comes in afterwards. So that was there. It came into the golden pocket region. It had a slight retrace. It wasn't able to hold this upward sloping trend line. You had that brief change of market structure off of this, taking out some lows here, then coming back in. You could have got a short back down into daily open, but I mean, that would have had to have happened later on rather than it happening right now, because yeah, we are almost inevitably pumping into this news, and then we'll have to see if that can get continuation and break through major resistance, or if we are going to dump this back down to take out local lows, previous day low, for example. I think one way or another, you got your previous day up here, you got your previous day low down here. It seems likely that at some point today, having had an inside day so far, that we're going to be testing one of those. Just don't really know which one it's going to be yet, so we'll see how the volatility goes. I will, yeah, I had my haircut today. Looking a little bit more fresh than usual. Actually, I'm getting old, man. Look, this is receding. My hair used to be like nice hairline. At least I've got nice thick hair and I'm not going grey yet, but it's definitely, I can see it in the corner of my eye. I'm definitely receding slightly there. It's not nice. Anyway, getting old. DXY. So that's, yeah, it briefly took out the high, got that small rejection off of this earlier on, and we have continued up higher again here. It's the dollar. It's an absolute machine at the moment. It is at technical resistance. I do think that there's still the potential that we could be seeing this as, okay, we've come up, we've taken out the lows, you're now looking at a deviation at the highs, and then we're going to break through this and come into that target to the downside. Like, you had a very nice pullback, which is what we were expecting last time. It just never came down as far as I would have liked to have seen it do. But if we can distribute up at these highs, then we'll see. But today's going to play a big part in that, to see if this does continue to break higher. I don't even know the targets to the upside anymore. Like, I don't even know. Oh no, I've just moved an alert. Oh, I'll just delete the alert. Targets to the upside on the DXY. It's literally up here, isn't it? 120. On the weekly, anything in between. The thing is, nothing stopped us so far. A little weekly block there. You've got these previous lows. We're through all of this stuff. That. Yeah, okay, we're coming up into it. Yeah, there's a level just above us that could be significant. 111, 111. So that would be interesting if we do get that move into that 111.3 region there. Also, slippage is saying 112.5. I've only just very quickly done this, but yeah, let's pay attention, see if this happens. This is a wick low from when there was the big distribution 20 years ago or whatever. Look at that yearly resistance. I've still got a 69-minute chart from when I did something with Jay. The yearly level, yes. Thank you guys for pointing this out. I'd imagine these levels are in here somewhere. This is the thing. This is the problem when I stream. I would imagine all of these levels are already here. I've just hidden them and now I'm adding them back. Like, if I do this, look at some of my hidden levels. Probably got the yearly in there somewhere. So bad at keeping this stuff organized. This curve is going backwards. Crazy. Bitty, keep going. Is it still pumping? Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. Let's have a look at that, and we'll have a look at the... Ooh, we've hit the daily level. Okay, I want to move over onto this, and I want to look at this. So that's your previous day open. Is that a nice little bit of excess at the highs? Is that setting up for a possible short opportunity? I probably wouldn't say so yet, because you've still got 15 minutes into the news, so we may as well just keep pumping into the news. Another semiconductor bill in the works. Wow. I'm bullish on Nvidia, but I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. But I guess, is that related to the semiconductor bill that could be in the works? That would be nice. Is this screen okay size? Yeah, we're okay there. Stretch it out a little bit at the bottom. That's better. Nice and tidy. All right. Let's go 20.5. Where do people think that we'll top? What's the consensus? We've got 15 minutes until we're going to get a nice influx in volume coming in, and the bots and the algos start going mental, and it starts becoming very difficult to trade. But you can scalp that stuff. So you've got 15 minutes until things just go a bit nuts and a bit crazy. They're already going to start to do that. You can see bots already in the work. They're already at work here. You'll probably have FTX doing some mad stuff right now. Though I imagine there'll be a big increase in open interest going on. Oh, look at that. Yes, there's a big increase in open interest going on over at FTX. That always happens before you have all of this stuff. So they are getting ready. That is good. But yeah, where do we think people, where do people think that things are going to go? I can't talk properly. 19.7, then 20.2, 19.666. That brings you in around here. So that takes out the previous day high. 19.7 takes out the previous day high. What you've got above that is 19.750, 19.760. You've got a VWAP close, and you've got a volume POC at 20k, basically, which is where my red box is. Okay, so this is a range point of control. So where I would love to see price come into and reject from is here at this very, very point. And I actually had a magnet right here earlier on as we were doing the New York trading room, saying that this is the perfect scenario. Let's try and get price into this red box at 7 p.m. exactly. And then that gives us a short, especially if we get 100 base points rise that's announced at 7 p.m. Can it do it? I'm excited, but we're probably going to miss out, and it's probably not going to happen. But my alerts are set there, ready to go. And we've got a few minutes left. It'll be so underwhelming if this doesn't actually do anything. $19,800 is the POC of the whole range. It is. I've got it here at 19,775, but yes, it's a range. So it is. So let me just, as we do have a bit more time, I'm going to zoom out of this messy chart that's now completely overrun with levels, because we're like down here doing nothing. There's no volatility here, so all the levels are kind of all over the place. But take your range. I like to take the range from this low. This stuff here is just part of putting in the low, in my opinion. So I like to say the range started at that very point when we had that low there. Take the range from there. There is your POC, okay? 19,800, 19,775. All right, so that is where our big point of control for this entire range is, and it's quite a clear point of control in comparison to where everything else is. You've got high volume nodes elsewhere, but it does slope off above that. This is definitely the level. Okay, let me just go back onto here. Can we refresh this yet? I cannot refresh this yet. Claude, I don't know if that's been announced. It shouldn't have been announced yet. Nothing there. Okay. Yeah, so this is the POC of the whole range. This is really important as a level of resistance, and I will be looking for shorts if we come into that, if we do hit that at the right time. No, I will. So the crypto bull Hindi, I do not have limit orders placed up there. This is too risky. There's going to be volume coming into the market. It's a region where I think there is potential for shorts. But, and even here is a region where there's potential for shorts, right? We're at the daily level. We're having at the moment an inside day. So by that, you've got your previous day high. You've got your previous day low. So far, we have spent the day. There's your low of the day. Here so far is the high of the day. It's come close to the wick low from yesterday, and it's now come close to the wick high from today. So we do have an inside day. This is why this is another important level at the moment, and this is going to be getting some kind of rejection. So again, it's an area to potentially look for those short positions right now, because if we are expecting an inside day where you're not going to be bothering the highs or the lows of the previous day, then this would be a very reasonable place to go short. And then you would say, okay, look, I'm going to place my stop above that high. Don't think we're going to be troubling the highs of the day. I look to maybe take it down to the daily level lower, or I look to take it down to the POC of the current day, take it down into here. But the fact that we've got such a big event happening and we're so close just makes me think that we're almost bound to get some liquidity from one side of things or another here. So yeah, because we're going to get some volume, I'm not placing limit orders anywhere. Definitely not. Thank you to your wife, Big Sack. So will you enter after the first move, like a fib pull retracement? I'm quite aggressive when it comes to scalping. If I see an opportunity to scalp, I will scalp it. Look, we've also got the value area high of the day here, so there's confluence here for this to reject. This could very easily just reject right from this point. It's just not really high enough for me. The idea was to get into the red box. I'd love to see it get into the red box, but it, again, doesn't have to. We are rejecting here, and look, not a single 1 minute candle above that daily level, and that's your previous day. That's your previous day open, right? Nothing above there yet. So there's absorption going on here. They are holding the price down. We have bearish divergence locally. I actually need to take this back onto this chart. We do have bearish divergence locally. So you can see from this, let me just show you. There it is. Nice and clear for everybody. It's not significant, but look, you're making a higher high on the delta. There is buying, not there, stay there. You're getting increased buying, price is being held. Okay, so between this high and this high here, you have a spike up that gave you excess at the highs, that gave you a drop in open interest, that gave you a big push up to hit some stops, to hit some liquidations. You've got your excess there, and you should have seen a drop in open interest. Okay. After that, you had continuous buying into that, so you had longing into the secondary high off of there, shorts starting to close out because they'd obviously all been stopped, and then you started to form the divergence. So you had more buying going on, you had positive delta with there being a lower high. So that leads to a bit of a pullback. That's played out already. Okay, so this has already played out. You've taken out that low, fine. You have bearish divergence there, you take out that low. So that's kind of played out already, but it is something that is there, that what we're seeing now, we are seeing that absorption that could continue, and we do have previous day open is significant. So yeah, people like Abdul, already in a scalp short, that is a reasonable trade to be taking. And if you could have got in, say, when you started to spot that that divergence there, or even at the excess at the highs, let's say you came in somewhere above this wick, you've got that 0.5%, which is like minimum target for a scalp. That just covers yourself on fees if you're using like a centralized exchange on that. If you're using something like Bybit, that will cover your fees easily. And again, if you would like even cheaper fees where you can maybe get 0.4% or 0.3% of a move to make it profitable, then do go check out our Bybit link where we do have reduction in fees. It's free, 0 fees on limit orders over on Bybit. I'm sure one of our mods, P or someone, will post the link, so do go sign up on our Bybit referral. Nice segue into that. And that will give you free 0% on your limit orders. You get extra bonuses. I think you get a $100 free trade if you sign up over there on Bybit. And also, if you don't like Bybit, you can also use PRIME XBT, which is another really nice exchange, and you can trade 0 fees on legacy markets, and you get 25% reduction in fees on all fees on that exchange. But I'll go over that in a bit more detail very soon. Crypto Bull says, look at that. I literally just said that. I hate Bybit, I have PRIME XBT. And that's the other option for you. So if anyone else hates Bybit and likes PRIME XBT, that's your other option, right? You can go over onto the Discord. If you join our Discord, you can see all of the offers that we have available and how you can save money on fees and get free money on free money by trading over there, which is very good. Okay. Is there anything else we want to look at just quickly before this comes in? Because I'm aware that things are going to go a little bit nuts afterwards. So if there's anything like more macro that we want to have a look at. Gen SV, I got liquidated on both. Can recommend both. Nice. Which one liquidates better? Which do you prefer getting liquidated on? Also, Jen, I think you're the... Yeah, it was you that commented on Twitter, right? When I was asking about people's predictions for FOMC. So Jen is guaranteed to be correct no matter what happens, because I would say she because it's Jen, but then Jens maybe Jens V, maybe it's Jens, not Jen. So maybe it could be he or she. I'm not really sure. What am I talking about? Yeah, over on Twitter, you're going to get it right anyway, because you're just going to delete the comment that you are wrong about. People aren't going to have any idea. Why are there 266 viewers here? Wow. Hello, everyone. Hi. Jens. Cool. It's a good job I checked that, because otherwise I'd call you Jen for ages and it would just be like, hi, Jen. Or Jensen. It might not even be Jens. It might be Jensen. I need to stop. Right. 2 minutes. Lucas. Can you please briefly explain your volume charts? Is it 200 million? Why not use 5 minute? No, I use 200 BTC. So I like to use the volume chart for, I mean, I can look at time charts all over, like on anything, on TradingView and stuff. I really like the volume charts at the moment. So I like to look at the volume charts for just going over things in finer detail. And when you do get the volume, this starts to really, really move and it starts to get really interesting. So in a minute, this is going to go wild. Whereas if it's on a 1 minute chart, you can't really see that much what is going on. But this is about to go a little bit crazy. I hope. I really do hope it starts to go a little bit crazy, because we're literally right there. 30 seconds to go until the bots kick in and things go nuts. So yeah, I just like to use the volume chart. It's very much the same. It's just showing me volume based candles rather than charts. So every time 200 Bitcoin is traded on the USDT pair, it will create a new candle. So just 200 Bitcoin, 200 Bitcoin, 200 Bitcoin, 200 Bitcoin, every single candle. And you can see that in there. So you can see, here we go, here we go. Now the volume's coming in, and now it's going nuts. Oh my God, where are we going? Okay, and now I need to zoom out. So it's probably hit the red box. There's my alerts going off. We are straight through the red box. We're into the monthly open. This is why I do not set limit orders. That is why I do not set limit orders in that region, especially if I'm going high on leverage. I mean, I probably could have done, because now we're dumping straight away. Has the news even been announced? Does anyone know? Ah, now we're dumping. This is why I should have set limit orders. Immediately I'm like, this is why I don't, and now this is why I should, because if I had set limit orders, I'd be in profit. This is why I'm just not trading it. This is why I'm streaming. Oh my God. All right, zoom out. Where have we actually ended up? So we've taken out previous day high, we've taken out previous day low, we are into previous day POC. It's 0.75. So it literally means nothing. We've just gone into little session POC, monthly open into the session POC. What a move. What a move. We told you there'd be volume coming in. And it's much safer for myself to try to stream this, because at least then I'm not tempted to take a trade. It happened so quickly, it didn't even have a chance to set off that alert. Wow. Can we say this is a win? I had a magnet there for this exact time. Is that enough of a win? Can we, as long as you survived, you didn't take out monthly open. So if anyone did blindly place limit orders there like an absolute maniac, and then they set take profits at previous day low, I think they could consider that a win. And now we're coming back up again. So I hope that you just got 1k profit from should we have a look back at the volume chart? Look at this. This is how crazy this is. And now it's just hugging into that VWAP now. So you've had that initial surge of volume, and once again, you're just seeing this just hug into the VWAP. That's where your average price is. That's where there's going to be interest. This is where the bots are working. So above this, they're distributing. You come into these bands, the bots will just slam it the other way. Come into this band below, slam it back into the VWAP. So let's have a look again if we can come back into these bands. And that's where things start to get interesting. But this is crazy. There's so much volume coming in. This is why I love the VWAP. Because look, everything, all of the algos, all of the bots that are working now, and it is bots and algos right now. There's not going to be many humans trading this initial move. It is just going to be computers trading this initial move. Like 90%. Of course, there are going to be other people in there, but this is when everything switches on and it's just hugging into that VWAP. So yeah, this is why I love those VWAP bands. So it's starting to come back into daily open here. It's turned into an algo showcase of who has the most badass spreads. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of nice though. Technically, this is pretty cool. I mean, it looks like absolute shit, but you look at where things are. Monthly open, taking out previous day low. You got your value area. You were at your value area high. Broke through that. You're kind of getting that rejection off the POC. You've got your VWAP there, which is where price is working to. It's kind of nice. It's quite good. The naked session POC at 18,450. Do you consider it hit? This one, yeah, I think, yeah. I wasn't particularly looking at that anyway. God, that's insane. If it can just slowly curve down here and come into that session POC, it'd be okay. Slippage. I don't know what happened, but I made a trade in profit. Congratulations. Who made money on that move? Can we get a show of hands? Did you wait, no, because I want to know if people made money or lost money. Ugh, forget it. I was gonna set up a poll on YouTube, but yeah, did people make money or lose money on this move? Let's have a look at what's going on in the S&P. Oh my god. This is so good, man. Like, all my lines are just hitting. Look at this. Look at that, a little 30-minute order block. That's what we were talking about earlier. Again, during the London trading room, we were talking about this. We were right there. We've taken out the lows. I would love to see... That's where I want to see you. This is where I want to see the S&P. You've got daily level, monthly level. MPOC. 786. We got a few people that made some money. Good. Made 250% on ETH. Nice. I shorted Ape at the Pico top. Nice. Luke, can you give more details on the levels for the people who are listening but cannot watch? Yes. With everything that's happened right now, like it's just been like, oh, and everything's happened really quickly. So sorry that I haven't been able to actually explain what's going on. I'm just like here, trying to comment on stuff. But yeah, let's see. Have things settled down a bit? Have we got that initial stuff out of the way? Let's have a look at the official. We also have a press conference soon. So, yeah. Go on to here. forexfactory.com or cryptocraft.com. Both are very nice. 3.25 was expected. 3.25 is what we got. We also have the press conference coming at 7:30 p.m. So in 20 minutes, that is when Powell is going to start talking, which is when we're going to get a little bit more volume coming in, and when the real move out of this starts to happen. So this is just the initial bots go nuts, bots go crazy, everything goes crazy. Beyond that, things will settle down, and I think we'll start to see a trending move start to come out of this. That's often what you see happen. So this is very, very similar to when we had CPI last week, where you had the initial just shock move that came in, and then you started to really, like, that was the high, and like we shorted that high. It was amazing. I was very, very happy, and I shorted that high live because that was the red box that we had on the chart. That was what we were waiting for. This is on the S&P, by the way. So I shorted the S&P live as we came into this, and also on Bitcoin. And we had that initial move, and then we started to trend down from it as the market started to just absorb what had actually happened. Very similar to Bitcoin, right? Where, again, we were short from the high. We were short from that exact high. There's the level again, you see there. short from the high, dumped, and then you start to create this move trending down out of it. So then you can start just go short, 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 short as things go down. Oh my god. I hate the delay. All right, no, this is what I was talking about. This high on Bitcoin. This is when I was like, this was CPI last week. So there was CPI. We're able to get the short off of the highs there. So stupid, man. I do this every time. And then on the SPX. It was this one. As we came up into the red here. And I promise you, like, none of this has changed. So none of this has changed. When we were looking at that short from 41.50 last week on the S&P as we got the CPI stuff. And that hit, like, just perfectly. So that was the region we were looking for. And then just straight away rejection. Again, today, similar kind of situation. I'd love to see it come into the little green zone down here. But yeah, this was on the chart this was on the chart before. So we did quite well off of this last week. We did very, very, very well off of this last week, and I was massively hyped because, like, literally made so much money during that stream, and I didn't have to do anything about it because it was already there. It was kind of set and ready to go. From today, it's a bit of a different situation because I haven't traded it, but you get the idea. I'm more here just for a bit of fun today. But I guess you can consider the red box a maybe win. Quite I got short limit order at 20,200, close one. So just, yeah, didn't quite come up into that. Satisfying beauty, where you short, bro? I didn't see anywhere. I'm also your crew member. So yeah, today, I mean, I don't have a clear view on the market for today. I was expecting volatility. I thought it'd be nice to jump on a stream and just to see if I can give any kind of information about what exactly is going on here. That was the region I was looking to take a short, but I didn't. So I haven't actually traded this move. If I was looking for a trade right now, I'd go long. So I'd go long because we're still holding around that daily open. I think that's probably what I would look for, is this to start to float back up. In fact, maybe I will. Maybe I'll at least... Having said I didn't have limit orders there, I apparently did have limit orders there. Because I'm in a position at 19,745.50. I must have left them on from the trading room. I did not think I was in a position, but I am in a position. I am in a short. It's very small. It's a 0.2 BTC position, so it's $166 in profit. But yeah, I apparently do have a position there. So fair enough. Cool. Oh, I'm happy with that. Okay. I didn't know. That was very clumsy. At least I'm in profit. But yeah, right now I think I would look for this to come back up and just float its way, because we have gone back below that VWAP again. So I'd at the very least look for a small move back up here. But I think things maybe just look to start to settle for a while. You're at the daily open. As long as it holds this, looking to come back into that VWAP again. But I need to actually look at this a little bit more to say that would be where my bias is, that we do float back up into VWAP. Just because we're below it. But where to get an entry, God. Where to get an entry? Where's this gone? Where's the chart gone? How about ETH? Yeah, let's have a look at ETH whilst this reloads. ETH hit the daily, right? Yeah, then we break through. Not really seeing too much there. This is all so like local. Again, I'm going to have to be doing stuff on hindsight with Ethereum. And just see if there's a reason why. Like, yeah, you came into these previous lows over here. Again, you can't. You got to take this with a. I'm not saying that. But it's there, right? So you have it. You had it as support. It's turned into resistance. You push up into that. The move down was probably a little bit better because you probably do have a session POC there. So that move down coming into this, not affecting the lows. Decent. Holding daily open again, important. So holding daily open, look for that move back in towards the VWAP again here. And just kind of settle for now. And then we can look, like almost settle back where we were. So you've just pushed price up, you push price down, you settle back in the middle, and then you start to form actual direction out of that. I don't really have that much to say on ETH. Unless I load up like a... I'm sure you'd see something on the TPO. XRP I'll take a look at in a bit, because I do like XRP right now. Atom's been trading well, XRP's been trading well. Yeah, you got opportunity here from the daily open. What trade do I need to close? Just going to close that short because I got into it really luckily anyway, and I don't really want to hold it. Yeah, cool. Okay, fine. I hope Daddy power tanks the markets. We'll see. I mean, it's just as expected this today, so... you got nice, healthy highs, healthy lows on here. So you're not looking at any like poor high, poor low situation. It's going to be very hard to break. Now that we've had the volume, it's going to be very hard to break that low or that high. We have moved up here off of the daily open. So we are getting that move up. So again, if anyone had just got that bit of a long off of here, you're looking to take this back into the VWAP, which is at 19. Again, this is a volume-based VWAP. You do have your daily point of control here. Yeah, so we're at that POC. I think back into VWAP looks good. So if you're long, you're looking to bring it into this. So 19,130 to 19,150 is where we want to see things going right now. Come back to that POC afterwards. Let's just get it back into that VWAP again. See if it can start then to test again previous day open potentially. Can you check out DOT? Yes, I will do in a minute. I will look at... Let me just catch up on the questions. So we looked at ETH. Dollar doesn't look like it's finished today, so I hope to get a nice long from MPOC to also stop out early longs. Yeah, so if we were to drop into that MPOC 18400-ish, 1845 I think, then that would look pretty decent. Still hanging around the POC here. Bullish CVD divergence also. Maybe on the inverse. Look, we told you FTX were up to something, and all that open interest that came on the move up has been completely wiped out. Binance have got wrecked. All these poor people trading on Binance still. Where the retail, or where the dumb money hangs out. Sorry if you trade on Binance, but that's where the dumb money hangs out. Even more so than Bybit. I mean, there's a lot of dumb money on Bybit these days. Hopefully no one watching this is a Bybit dumb money. Hopefully the people watching this is the Bybit smart money. But not smart money concepts, because that's dumb money. Stop talking. Are you streaming the conference? No, because I'll probably get banned for that. Yeah, FTX, that's useful. I just looked at FTX, so yeah, they've just open interest is closed. I think it's mainly just that's done the job. You had a massive increase in open interest on FTX. That's now back to where it was. So yeah, market makers done their thing. Bullish CVD looking for higher. My longs from earlier lows didn't get taken out. Good. So I'm a 5-year Bybit trader. What are you trying to say? I'm a 5-year Bybit trader. That's what I said. I said there is now some dumb money on Bybit. Binance is where the real dumb money is. Bybit is getting more dumb because you got dumb people that have started chilling it. Right, I'm going to check out. Everything's dumb, I guess. We're all dumb money because we're not the ones running this shit. Maybe we are, but maybe we're not. Back to the charts. XRP looks great. Like, look at that reaction. XRP is going to 50 cents. It is going there. This is just insane. This is so good. I hate it, but I'm so bullish on XRP. So we'll see what happens with this, but yeah, I'm fully expecting 50 cents on BTC on XRP at the moment. So all I have really here is we're looking at a proper breakout from a multi-year downtrend, and when XRP breaks, it does tend to really run quite well. So the first target for myself is on here. You do have a daily order block. Okay, so I'm expecting these highs to get taken. Well, these highs were taken. Okay, they were taken yesterday. We were looking at that as the breakout. What you want to see as this confirmed is an open, like a 1 day open and close above. So we are on that day. We had the breakout. If this was a fake out, you'd close back inside here. So you'd be looking at a close down here, and then you'd probably be looking to take out the lows. Very, very generalized, right? This is very generalized. But normally, what I would look for saying, okay, this is something that I'm now looking to buy, is you want to get that open and close above. So if we can close above 41 cents, which is a key level, if you can get a daily close above 41 cents, I think it's inevitable we end up at 50. Yeah, I think it is inevitable we end up at 50 soon because there's not really anything above. You got some highs here, this can be squeezed. You got liquidity within that region, but then above that, you've got a daily order block, which is nice. You've got the golden pocket there, which is nice. So you would imagine this kind of thing. Maybe we come into that and then you can look at some kind of retrace. Again, I don't think you're looking at anything like massive at this stage, but yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at the moment. Crypto Bull, I've called these things order blocks for ages, and I never knew, like, yeah, where the term had come from. So if it is that term, then fine. But there's always been, yeah, you never know where information comes from these days. Because stuff's been around for so long, so it doesn't matter. It is irrelevant. David, how do we follow along your 10k portfolio challenge, please, Luke? Yes, so I'll actually bring that up on the screen quickly. So this is still in the works, but this is what I've got so far. I am doing a video on this, but I'm still researching it. So I said my journey starts last week on Friday, and I did start my journey, so I did start doing the research. But what I have within this portfolio, it's down a little bit today, but that's okay. What I have within the portfolio, I've obviously got 10k worth of tether that's now down to 5 and a bit because I've allocated about half of this. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. I've allocated about half of my tether from this. I've got QNT in there, which is my like anchor. That's the thing that I'm really quite, and again, I'm going to explain more about this. I've got Elrond in there, EGLD. I think that has potential again if we do go into another cycle. Router Protocol, Moonbeam, and Caduceus, which are my lower caps that are a bit more kind of smaller amounts for now. Slightly more gambly. Look, you're down in like the 600 market cap. This one doesn't even register. It's such low market cap on here. So this is a bit of a potential play, but I'm putting at least a minimum of $500 into any asset I buy for this portfolio. We're sat there, we're in profit at the moment, despite this being a down day. Remember I started buying last week, so Quant's been holding us up quite nicely. The rest of this stuff I'm just gradually scaling into. So yeah, that's the way that it looks at the moment. But again, I'm going to do a whole video on this, but you guys can do that. Jerome, why not use the 10k to trade? I mean, I trade anyway. This is just money I have. I thought it'd be a bit of fun. So it's a little bit of like, yeah, it's a little bit of spare change. It's saying that in like a way that it's money that I can just throw into something fun. So I am doing this, and you can follow the actual portfolio itself, see the positions and stuff, but I'm going to get that together. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Follow it on Twitter mainly. It's more of like a Twitter thing that I'll be doing it on. But yeah, of course I trade as well. This is just a small amount of profits that I made over the last year, because the thing is, like, for the past year, and because we've been in a bear market for such a long time, I've literally just been a trader. That's all I've cared about. I haven't really looked at altcoins at all. I've just been focusing on trading. All I've wanted to do is accumulate dollars, accumulate dollars, accumulate dollars. But at this stage where we do have a potential bottom, I'm not saying that there is a bottom. We could still go lower. The alternative to if this isn't the bottom is we're looking at like massive economic collapse, deep recession, like really deep recession, if this isn't the bottom. But yeah, like for the past year or so, I've just been trading, and that's all I've cared about. It's been quite nice, and it's been a little bit of a refreshing change just to look at some altcoins, like to look at QNT. And this is basically a very, very simple stuff. I am buying QNT as it's between $80 and $100. Obviously, no financial advice. There is zero financial advice here. I mean, I can bring up my little look. There is zero financial advice. I do not give financial advice. Here is the disclaimer. There is no financial advice. There, blah, 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 blah. There you go. See it on the screen there. Yeah, that is just very simply what I'm looking to do is basically accumulate within this region. And I have some levels above that I'd be interested in selling at. And it's a similar situation with this. It makes things a little bit more fun, right? I'm looking to buy this root between $2 and $3. I'm looking to sell it around $5 and around $8. Glimmer has gone way below, so I'm at a bit of a loss here on Glimmer. But I was looking to accumulate this between 45 and 55 cents. We're below, so I can actually start to DCA in, and 25 is the next level that I'll be able to buy. So if this does come down to 25, I'm aware that this can go down. This is a long-term thing. This isn't looking at immediately trading. And I want to be selling that around $1.60. EDLD. I haven't done the chart for. There we go. EGLD, $40 to $50. I want to get rid of it around 100. Simple stuff. There are reasons for that. I will be explaining all of the reasons for that and why I am looking at these levels. But it is just keeping things very simple, being aware that this is going to take a long time to play out. This isn't day trading. I could be holding this stuff for months. I'm very happy to hold this stuff for months. It's something that if we go into a new cycle, that can be a bit of fun. So nothing serious, just something that's worth following and can be a bit of fun. For the serious stuff, I just day trade. Are we back in the VWAP yet? Are we done what we said it would do? Look at that. We're back at the VWAP. Anyone that took along, where did we say this was going? We're back at the VWAP. We're back at the VWAP. There we go. So if you're long off of daily open, coming back into the VWAP, what did we say? 19,130 to 19,150 would be the target for any long off of the daily open. It's only a scalp. It is only a scalp. You had the perfect opportunity as we came back into backtest there. You got 1% move. Scalp trade, 1% move, happy days. Yeah? There's your VWAP. So now I'm looking for a little bit more. This to settle down a little bit more. So the conference should be starting now. So it's kind of useful to go over onto Twitter, see what's going on. Isn't this depressing? Look at Twitter. Look who's at the top. Come on, this guy doesn't even know what probably FOMC stands for. And he's there at the top of the Twitter stuff. But yeah, the speech has started. So this is generally what I tend to do afterwards. Instead of watching it, just see what quotes come in. See what little sound bites come in from that. Speech started. Hanging around VWAP. If we start to break above VWAP, coming into previous day open back into this region, that's when shorts would become good value again. So at the moment there's no trade, but if you come up here, that starts to look good for shorts. The same way as when we came down here into your daily open. This was looking good for longs. This is now what's looking good for shorts. I can make that a red zone. Green zone. No zone. DXY about to dump. Yeah. That was a deviation at the highs, by the look of things. We need to see this go back below 110. But we hit 111.30. So this is what we were saying. Before we had the announcement, before the announcement came in, that was the next resistance on the chart, 111.3. Now, of course, you break above it a little bit. That was massive volume coming in. And it's the dollar, so it's not that tradable anyway. It's just an index. But that was what you were looking to take. You were looking to take out highs, I believe, wasn't it? From... Oh, no, it's this low. You also took out some highs from within that area, but that being a nice zone. Now, ideally for myself, I would like to see this ending up below 110. It hit the 1.618 fib extension. Cool. It also maybe hit the 1.618 wouldn't be, not from any pull I would have off of this. Where would you pull from? Because for me, you'd either go here, and we're surely not there yet. Let me try this. Let me just see. I don't see how this can hit the 1.618. Unless you're looking at this pull. Alright, playing around. Time to play with ideas and try and figure out what you're talking about without looking at the comments to see what you're talking about. No. This one's certainly not. You might have hit the 1.13. 1.272 is close. $2.618. Oh no, you can't be talking about the 5-minute timeline. This is the DXY we're talking about. It's not that technical. It's not that technical. How can you get 1.618 off of this? Huh? There's a fib extension. Positive. I'm drawing high to low. Expansions. Oh, maybe you're looking at this. So if you're looking at your... Okay, extension. What I would do... See, I'd have a 1-to-1 and then I'd have a 618 in here. I'm playing. I don't know. No. I'm not seeing it. Oh man, don't tell me you're using this. I give up. You're telling me all sorts of stuff. That's the thing with fibs. Yeah. There's so many that you can use. It'll be really obvious. I'm just not seeing it because it's just not a kind of pull that I would do. I wouldn't look on low time frames on this. What this has got maybe whoops. Is that too deep for a shark? 1.13 886. I like a shark, but I don't know if that's really... No, I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea. If we close back below 110... 110 point... What is going on with my computer? Why is Dropbox syncing loads of stuff? 110.777. then yeah, it starts to look like it's going to fall back down. I'm going to stop looking at that now. My brain stopped working. Atom! Yeah, Atom's had a good reaction as well. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, this is good. Yes, Atom, you just take out the early longs. I was admittedly an early long earlier on, but I have not been, I hope, stopped. I am in profit on my Atom long. Good. So I am long on Atom. That again was something that we went over on the trading room earlier, saying that this looked good, and that's had a decent bounce from here. Come back into that daily level, back into that golden pocket region. This is very, very significant. One level, that's all it was. This is what we were looking at: resistance. Resistance, you break through, you backtest once, twice as support. You have that as the golden pocket right next to it. We're getting another bounce off of that. Atom looks really good. So that's nice. I'm pleased. I'm pleased I'm in profit on Atom. You're up over 2% from the daily. Yes! Everything's going well. This is another good stream. It's almost as if we planned it. It's almost as if we knew. Although I haven't really traded it very much. Everything's green. Local golden pocket? Yeah, yeah. That's the wrong kind of fib. Let's look at that kind of fib. Yes, local golden pocket. Good. Again, if you didn't take long on the VWAP, another good chance to go long. And what did we say? Where's the red box, right? Green box, red box. Almost. Almost. But we do have fibs there. And we were just drawing this roughly. There's your fibs. That's why we couldn't quite get into the red box. So I should probably have done this if I'd spent more time and I was actually paying attention. Previous day open in the middle of that. You're out of VWAP bands on the edge there. So you more likely have a zone like this, to be honest. I'm going to just do this. Lovely. That's your region. There's your red. Kusama Kusama for portfolio. I don't know. Looks like it's going to expand. I like Kusama. The reason I am not... So Kusama is on my watch list. So Kusama, if people do not know, is basically like... would you call it like the test net for DOT? I guess. Like, so you get... so with polkadot, smart contracts and stuff can be built on Kusama. And they're like a layer underneath or a layer on top of polkadot. I really, really like Kusama from a fundamental perspective. KSM, that's the one. This is on my watch list and this might make it to the portfolio. Let's have another look technically at this. Oh my god. Coming into a daily AB here. Yeah, I like Kusama, but I have not added it to the portfolio. You'd want to get above this. I think this was the thing that was concerning for myself, is because when I was looking at it, it's still really, really badly beaten up. So in order to just like miss out on a bit of the return from this, like this has been absolutely hammered like nothing else. This is just insane. Okay, this has been completely hammered, but this will survive. This is one of those that will survive. You're down 93%. There's good stuff on here. You got good volume. You got good volume down here. As long as you're looking at good projects, these things will come back up. I'm not saying they're going to break their all-time high again. That's like fairy tale stuff. It might never happen. But you could get like a trade from 40 to 120 to 200 and not really be looking at anything too crazy. It's not out of the realms of possibility that this can do a 10x. Yeah. Kusama I like from a fundamental perspective. It's one that I have been researching. Again, I'm not a fundamentals guy. I'm a trader. But I'd want to see this reclaimed. I'd want to see it get back at... Ooh. I'd want to see it get back above $45 and then hold there. And then maybe I look to accumulate. So if it can do this, ping, and then come into here, and then I can get in between 40 and 50 and 45, then maybe that's when I add it. And then I look for a 10x or a 5x or something off of that. But I want to see strength first. I want to see that this is doing something. Yeah? That's the S&P finally filling the gap that we've been waiting all day for. So you just had your gap fill. At last. Finally. That one can go. That one can go. That one can stay there because we'll be aware that there is that. There's gaps above. And if this is going to start pumping, it is going to pump a lot. So if that first move down was the fake out, this could pump like crazy, because realistically you're looking at like 4,110 on the SPX, which is huge. You're looking at coming back in and filling back in all of this. So if we do start moving, there's not really anything to stop it. Swooping Hawk, that was rapid. That was rapid moderation. Well done. I see. Rapid moderation. Look at that red box. VWAP bands. I'm playing around here. VWAP bands. 886 maybe. But yeah, I had some trades off of that. Cool. Yes. Yeah, we 75 basis points hike. Indeed. Again, anyone who has just joined in, that's Twitter, that's the wrong thing. This is why we got the move. Okay? Because we had FOMC. So if you are new to this, if you are new and you've just joined the stream, welcome. But yes, this is the reason for the volatility. Okay, FOMC. We knew volatility was going to happen. That is why I am live. Tilted. I don't know if I take profits on BTC or not. That is a decision only you can make. I closed my short. That was the scalp from earlier. I have some long. So for myself, yeah, I closed. I'm holding my swing short still because that's just whatever. I'll just please get stopped out. I would love that if it gets stopped. I'm in a swing long that I've been building from the lows. I would say if you're scalp long, absolutely you'd want to close in this region, because this is like, you're looking at extremes. When you come into these regions here, so you come into these bands here, they are signifying extremes. You are getting overextended away from the average. This is your VWAP in the middle. Your VWAP is your volume weighted average price. That is the average price that price has been at for the day. And you can see when everything starts to work, it all comes down, it all chops around that VWAP. It is a magnet. It's magnetic to price, and then when price comes into it, it repels away. It acts like that magnet, so you just have that polarity. So to pull back into that is likely, and then it will repel away from it again. And that's the way that you've always got to look at these VWAPs. It doesn't matter, like, yeah, you attract into them, you repel away. You don't really know the direction so much, but there's ways that you can, like, obviously if we pull into VWAP now, it gives us a good opportunity for a bounce. But then when you're looking at these outer bands, that's when you're starting to get extreme. That's when you're starting to get a little bit overextended away from here, and then you can have a bias towards fading it back in to that region. So you can do this on TradingView as well. So a little bit of alpha to share with you all. I'll do this on a Coinbase chart, because that's very easy to show. Get your VWAP from just standard VWAP on here. Okay, so volume weighted average price, add it to your chart. What this gives you as default will look like this. Okay, so this gives you the VWAP with one standard deviation. I don't like to use one standard deviation. That for me is not showing extremes. So when you go in, change the settings on here, remove bands multiplier 1. First of all, that is the most important level, the single most important moving indicator on any chart. 10 million times better than a moving average, because this is showing you basically a moving point of control where all of your volume is. Okay, so that is the single most important moving thing that should be on a chart. Like POCs are great, they're static, but this is a moving line, as a moving indicator, the most important thing that should be on anyone's chart. And then what I do is add bands 2 and 3 to this. So when you're in that, again, let's just go make this a bit nicer. I don't want to fill, I just want to fill these ones. How do I do this to make it look nice? There was a way that I could make this look nice. Yeah, I can do it this way. Oh, no, it's giving me too much of a thing. But you get the idea. This is where you start to look for extremes. Okay, so you've got your standard deviations, your 2 and 3 times standard deviations. You're looking at these zones here as your extremes. That's when you're starting to get a bit extended away from that VWAP. And as a scalper, it's really nice. Look, so we can just go and backtest this. And we can just look throughout the day. Very, very simply. Of course, there's other things here, but we can just go back through the day. I want to make this a bit cleaner. Upper band, red. Upper band, red. Lower band, shit, green. Lower band, green. Middle, clean. Clean, clean. Nice. Turn that into a line. So this is what I mean, okay? Actually, I like this. So when you're coming up into these upper bands, they start to give you more confidence that you can look for trades back into that VWAP. Okay, the same way as if you come into the lower bands, you can bring price back into the VWAP, and you're just looking shorts around this region into the VWAP, longs around this region into the VWAP. Again, it doesn't always work. We've spiked through this already. That was because there was massive volatility. But then here, okay, this is where you do have to be careful, because you can stay in there for quite a long time, and they do contain price. So you want to be looking at extremes when that happens. Okay, so if price is being contained within there, but again, you can see the movement that it has back in towards that VWAP. So it's not just a simple case of, okay, cool, we hit that, we reject, we come back into VWAP. You've got to be aware of market structure, you've got to be aware of everything else that's going on. But again, here, you come into the bands, you come back into VWAP. You hit into the bands, you come back into VWAP. You hit into the bands, you come back into VWAP. Previous day, into the bands, back into VWAP. Bands, never quite got there. Here, into here, into here, into here. And it's just consistent, okay? So it's something that happens every single day. Without fail, you will always get a trade from VWAP. Every day. Bands, into there, into there. Yeah? You will not find a day where you do not get VWAP trades. And these are strategies that we have. Like, there's obviously a lot more detail on this. And I'm just going over this super quickly. But as a really nice strategy to use, or just something to pay attention to, those VWAPs are great. And you can literally just trade off of the VWAP sometimes. I go through days where I just like, cool, I'm just going to trade off of the VWAP today. And it's just really nice. And there are certain other ones that I can use. Again, here you have strategies for different sessions. So we do, within the crew, we've got a trade called the VWAP Open Drive. And again, every single day you can look to trade this, like, without fail. So what you look for, and on this, again, this has a pretty high hit rate. So this is your daily open. What you are looking for from your daily open, and this is something, again, you can trade this every day, but you've got the conditions. And I do have a video on this, but again, I'll go in more detail, and this is in the playbook strategies. So if anyone is interested in joining the crew, I'll go over the playbook strategies and stuff that we can look at as well. But essentially what you're looking at from these open drives is you're looking for a move up, and then you want to see the daily open taken out. Once that daily open is taken out, as you can see, it gets taken out down here, you look to short into the VWAP, and then you can basically hold that trade until VWAP is taken out. So here you can see moving down, VWAP rejects, big move down. So here you're essentially in a short position from your VWAP. Your invalidation is at the high. You need that move to happen first. That has to happen first. So you have to have a move up or down. So the move has to either, let's say there's your daily open, you either get a move up that takes out daily open, and then you're trading back into that VWAP and shorting it, or you have a move down, you take out daily open, your VWAP's coming in here, and then you're longing it. But you need to take the opposite direction of the first move, and that essentially gives you this trade. You take profit when you see a spike in volume. So you see these spikes in volume as you come down here. So you could have got this out of this trade, and then you just basically close out of it once it gets back above VWAP. So you just trail that stop down, you trail it along, you trail it along, you trail it along. And at this point, you've taken profit probably maybe 1, 2, 3 times. And then here you get stopped out, still in profit. So you're never allowing that trade to get into a loss. So it's a very nice strategy to use. And something that when I do trade daily opens, you can trade this on session. So if you want to trade just the New York session, this also works on that. So I could maybe show an example from today. Did we get it? New York was really chilled today, actually. So you have it here. This is London, and again, you're looking, this is a slightly different way of looking at it. It's not going to be very clear, but you have your London open within here, 8 o'clock, right? You have your London open like here. You have a move down, you break through that London open, you come back into it. At this point, this gives you a long position here. Your invalidation is here. Now you almost come to that invalidation, but you don't. Okay, that's the important thing. You have an entry, you're underwater for a little bit on this occasion. This is just today. Again, I'm not looking for the perfect example, but you never get invalidated, and then you get, this is an entry, this is an invalidation, and you're taking this all the way up here, potentially, right? So you can trade that from a session basis as well. Realistically, you probably close at the end of the session. But what you could have got from that is there's your entry, there's your stop loss, you close the trade, nice profit. That's about what, 4 to 1, 5 to 1 risk to reward? And that's just from today. I didn't even trade this today, but it's just looking at this. It happens all the time. It's really, really nice. Again, the Asia session, you spike down, you come back in, you never take out that low from the start of the day. So there's the low down here. You spike down on the open. You come back into VWAP. Yeah, you come down a little bit more. Maybe you can look to add, or maybe you can look to scale in. There might be ways, this might not be perfect. Maybe there's ways that you can adapt it to actually get better entries, but you're never invalidated, and you get a nice move up. You're trading that stop loss along with you, and then finally you get stopped out down here, still in profit. That's really good. So that's one session, 2 sessions in a row. New York didn't really do much. It's good. A little bit of a free strategy for you all. And if you want to actually be trading that with us, alongside us, which is what we do on a regular basis, we're trading this stuff every single day. Then what you need to do is you need to come over to toroscrypto.com, and you need to visit the website that's linked up the top there. And also that Swooping Hawk and that P and that our moderators in the chat are very kindly doing. But look at my hands up there. There's a link at the top of the page. And you need to go check out the toroscrypto.com website, and you can read more about what we offer. We do live trading. So today we did the New York Open live. So we traded the New York Open. We were watching prices. It was just kind of grinding up and grinding up. It didn't actually give us very much to trade, if I'm honest. But what it did do is it stopped us getting into bad trades, because we could see earlier on that there were a lot of shorts trying to enter and they kept getting squeezed, and it was just that really slow movement up. So we do these live trading rooms. They're at set times on basically a daily basis. We've got educational materials, so covering everything technical analysis, order flow. Order flow, for example, being what you're seeing behind here with all of these numbers. So you're looking at all of these numbers at the actual trades that are being taken, and how to read this, how to read the market, how to read the depth of market, the DOM. For example, we've got educational material on that. We've got a brand new series on harmonics that Swooping Hawk, who's the moderator here, who's very, very kindly putting up all the links. Swooping Hawk has prepared an amazing harmonic series. We've got Elliott Wave content. We've got stuff on Fibonacci's. We've got stuff on trading psychology, that kind of thing. We've got the playbook. So we've got around 15 or so strategies that are day trading strategies. So that's strategies you can trade every single day, that have very, very clear examples of how you can trade that. Resources, so you can download all the templates. So again, this is available for the crew. We give setups every day. We give a daily trading update every day. I mean, we give multiple updates every day. Really nice community. We focus on low risk and high reward setups. So we're not looking at just like, okay, here's a region, let's just take a trade, let's see how it goes. We're looking at the lowest risk possible. So we want to be using order flow in order to get the best potential opportunity from that. Okay, so you almost want, what we try and get is like no risk. So areas that are like, you just know they're going to work. There's no risk attached to it. It's just, we know the statistics back it up. So obviously with every trade there is a risk, but we know the statistics back it up, and we know that if you're taking these trades safely and with good risk management, you're going to win over time, because we have statistically backed up examples. We got partnerships, so we've got good deals, and we give away ExoCharts memberships on a regular basis. So again, what you see behind here, this is using ExoCharts. We give away this on a regular basis. And we have 24-hour support from our very lovely moderators who are in the chat right now. So you can go to the website, you can click the little contact us button down at the bottom here. You can contact us, and you can speak to a member of staff at pretty much any hour of the day, any time zone. Someone will respond. And it's the same as over on Discord. Someone is always there to respond. So it's a very welcoming environment. A very nice environment. And then yeah, you can go over onto the crew page, and that gives you all of the information about what you can do. You can pay with crypto. There's offers for crypto. You can see our testimonials and everything down there as well. So yes, that was a very long explanation, but this is, yeah, basically more information and everything that you see on there. If you do want to have a look, does anyone want to have a look at the Discord quickly? I can throw this up on here. So for the Discord, this gives you a little idea of what we have. Okay, so this is our Discord page. This is stuff that we're looking at. So this is a trade on natural gas that I took, like short from here, looking for price to move down. We do these daily trading update sheets. So I give an update every single day on what I'm looking for in the market. Luxury does the same thing. So this is another one of our coaches, Luxury. You can see this very, very detailed updates with videos attached. So we have a server where everything is hosted. So we have like 250 gigabytes worth of content within our server, all video content. French Bull, another one of our coaches, video content again, written content here. We've got Swooping Hawk and Randall, who are fantastic traders, fantastic analysts. Our trading chat, which is always very active. Altcoins TA, looking at legacy markets. You've got questions. So if anyone has any questions on anything to do with trading, this is where all your questions and answers go. You got general chat, which is all the memes. There you go. Look, we got some memes in there. We got some people looking at whatever his name is, Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd, Fudd, so much Fudd. Is that him? I don't even know. And then we've got the learning zone. I'm going to get over with this very, very soon. I'm just wrapping through this very quickly. You got the learning zone, so you got your beginner series videos again. All of this is hosted on the Box server. You got TPR and footprints here, exo charts, playbook strategies are all here. Elliott waves, psychology, live trade examples. So these are trades taken live. Usually Luxury records one of these per week, and some other material there. So that's that. And then we give away ExoCharts memberships every now and again too. There we go. Right. Sorry, that was probably the longest showing of the Discord and stuff that I've done in a very long time. Does anyone else have any further questions or anything they want me to go over before I wrap this up? Because I've been talking for a long time and I'm getting a bit tired. So I am, yeah, this has been like an hour and a half of me talking to myself and you guys' comments on the stream. So I start to lose my mind after an hour, which you can probably clearly see I'm losing my mind a bit now. Yeah, anyone has any further questions or anything lastly that they would want me to go over? What is a parabolic trend line and how do you use as support? Okay, DXY is a really nice example of this. So DXY, parabolic just mainly means like increasing in speed and velocity. So you can very simply draw these, and actually often you'll find like, so I just use the curve tool. And parabolic just means that, okay? So instead of a straight line, where you have a trend line that does this, and then you're adding, oh my god, look, this trend line is suddenly getting steeper. Oh my god, look, it's suddenly getting steeper. It's essentially that. You're increasing in speed and velocity in a certain direction. So up or down, right? Now, on the DXY, this was a really good example. Because here you can clearly see, you can have outliers of it. It's just used as a rough gauge, but like support, increasing. You're getting further and further away, and you're getting faster and faster as you move up. Once you break that, and you break that with like actually break it, not just a ping ping, and then you go off and bounce again. Once you actually break that, look, back test, and then you initiate a move down that takes out the whole thing. And that's essentially what you look to do. So they're rough guides. They're like a trend line. They're like any other diagonal or any other line like that. They're used as a guide. And I used it today as a guide on Bitcoin. So earlier on, we had a parabolic. Oh, no, we didn't. It wasn't parabolic earlier on. It was literally just a trend line. So it works the same way, okay? Once you lose this, you break, and then you can look for those short positions. Look, once you lost the trend line earlier, where did it bounce? VWAP. I told you VWAP was good. What is it we had? Oh, it was XRP yesterday. This was really good. So locally, XRP gave a really clean example of this. What are people going on, Mr. Mango? XRP gave a really clean example of this, okay? So you have a parabolic advance that starts here. Whoa. And you got to draw this to whatever fits best, that kind of thing, right? And you could have drawn this as a more steep one. There's different ways you can draw it. Like I say, it is very much, you're looking at whatever fits, yeah? It's not an exact science, but you break through that, and then, yeah, you take out the high, depending on how you draw this, and it starts to find that support afterwards. So you basically just, yeah, essentially a trend line that is increasing in speed and velocity. Wrap up forecast for the week. I'll do that in just a moment. Sebastian, hi mate, thanks for the stream. Could you simply explain what was that 3.25% thing and why did bots create that Darth Maul move? So what we had today was the interest rates announcement from the Fed. So this is, yeah, America, massive, right? This was the interest rate announcement. So the federal funds rate, interest rate, whatever, was at 2.5% last month. That's now increased to 3.25%. So you have a 75 basis points hike on interest, essentially. And that's what creates the move, okay? So this is showing that we are getting increasing rates within the US, within the biggest market, the biggest economy in the world. And that is going to have an effect on the market. So the fact that we know the exact time that that is going to occur, it is going to occur at 7 p.m. They release it like literally on the dot. That's when they release this information. And then they have the press conference that comes after. We know that there will be volume and volatility that comes in at that time. You don't necessarily know the direction, you just know there'll be volatility. And if we go back to last week, Wednesday, okay, when we had CPI, we knew for a fact that at 1:30 p.m, okay, we knew that that news was coming in. Is that the right date? CPI. PPI. Whatever day it was. There. Found it finally. September the 13th. Okay, we knew that at 1:30 p.m. UK time, we were going to get a move. And this is why we got such a massive dump last week, is because people were expecting deflation on the month. So the cost of the consumer price index, CPI, people were expecting stuff to get cheaper, but stuff got more expensive last month. And that is why we saw such a massive dump on the 13th at exactly 1:30 p.m. And that was so easy to predict, okay? Because the market had priced in, and this is why this is so important, and we'll look at the Bitcoin chart, 1:30 p.m. There it is, 13:30 down the bottom of your screen on the 13th of September. The market had priced in that stuff in general, consumer price index, the cost of things to people, was going to be getting cheaper. But it didn't, it proved to be more expensive. That spooked the market, dumped immediately. And all of this that we were doing for that entire week was basically people thinking, oh, maybe the economy's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe things are actually getting cheaper. Maybe the cost of energy is actually going to come down. Maybe the cost of food is actually going to start to come down. Then when it showed that that wasn't the case and that things were still fucking expensive, then the market hated that, dumped immediately. And that's the thing, like you can trade this. It's really easy sometimes if you know when the volatility is going to come in, like today. You either know when to stay out of it for a start, because for myself, I didn't have a clear bias of direction. Last week, I was very clear on my bias. I was like, I am short. And I was short as we were going into it, and I shorted it as we took the highs. And when we had the S&P coming in to the region I wanted to take a short, took a short dump. Immediately on the stream, very, very happy, and I showed those trades live on the stream. Today I didn't have a directional bias, so for me I was just like, I'm just going to stream it, I'm going to comment on what's going on, but I'm not really going to take a trade unless anything really screams to me. And that was when things started to settle down. Look, VWAP again. Close enough, right? That where was I? Yeah, I didn't have a directional bias, so I just knew to stay out of the market at that time because I knew that this was going to happen. VWAP. VWAP is doing me proud today. Bands. Out of VWAP bands. Out of VWAP bands. Back into your VWAP. Golden. Back into previous day open. But yeah, so that essentially is why I knew to stay out of that move. And then as we got the retest of daily open, that's when it started to be like, okay, cool, things are settling. You can take a long here, take profit at VWAP, look for a short here, take profit at VWAP, and now we start to settle back into a rhythm. Cool. All right, I'm wrapping things up. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for the over 100 likes on the video. I will see you all again very soon. I'm actually away, so I'll be on my laptop for the next 2 days. I'll still be working, but I am away, so I will be, yeah, I'll still be around, but I'll be on my laptop. So thank you very much. Again, anybody who has any more questions about anything on here, please do join our Discord. Please do go check out tauruscrypto.com. So you can visit our Discord, you can check out tauruscrypto.com, you can ask us questions either on Discord or by clicking the contact us button down at the bottom here. So if you have any further questions about the community or anything you would like to know, please get in touch there. One of our wonderful members of staff will be in touch immediately, and they'll answer anything that you have to know. So thank you guys, have a great evening, enjoy trading, safe trading, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.